And welcome, welcome back to another episode of my Seattle Mariners franchise here on MLB The Show 25. We are in year 5, heading towards the end of August here, and we're getting ready to certainly make a really big push through the end of the year. Certainly debating on finishing up the end of this season here. There's a couple of storylines that I'm going to be paying attention to as we get closer to it. One, the biggest thing is obviously the division race. We seem pretty safe in making the playoffs. Technically up 11 over, up in the wild card. Uh, if you want to look at it that way, at least momentarily. But we're also looking at some awards. So we have won a Cy Young with Bryce Miller in this series, as you can see at the top right there. Christian Javier is certainly in the running. Been a fantastic bounce-back season for him. Signed him to a 4-year deal. Little less than stellar there in 28, but Javier has been great so far this season. And I think that's something I really want to pay attention to, as we're getting through the rest of this year. We got other guys that could certainly, I think, make a name for themselves. Adrian Ramirez defensively over at first base. We knew he was going to be really good defensively. Jarren Duran as a possible Gold Glover. Julio's at least around the running from a Silver Slugger perspective. You got Cal Raleigh. Then we're going to have Julio certainly in that discussion, and Jarren Duran there in that void as well. For my money, Jarren Duran should probably be more of an MVP candidate than what he is. But we're obviously looking really good at making the playoffs, which is good after winning back-to-back World Series and making the postseason. The first 3 years of the series. We failed to make the postseason last year despite winning 86 games, I believe it is. 87 games last year. But obviously we've had a ton of success since we've been here. Lost in the ALDS and then won the World Series back-to-back. So yeah, certainly hoping to win the division here again, but at least make the playoffs. We'll kind of just see how things go, I guess. Start kind of bouncing around here top of the ninth. We're down a run. Trying to Abreu on the mound. We'll get things started here with a little game. Little game action. 7th in run scored, 3rd in ERA. It's been a really nice bounce-back campaign for the offense in general. And the pitching has been a lot better than it was last year as well. Cole Young, our rookie shortstop, certainly has been about what I expected. I did not think he was going to be great this year at the plate, but been really good defensively. Been like a 2-WAR player.
0-1's the count.
Which is really about all we can ask for somebody here. There we go. Got that one. Not going to try second there. I wouldn't. Oh, I should have gone there. I thought put it off a little better, but okay. Did I really mess that up? I kind of looked down, actually. I thought that was more of a regular single off the bat. Yeah, it should have been a double for sure. Actually, I think I'm okay with that being a. Now, Jarren Duran back up to the top of the lineup. Cole Young does have good speed over at first base. Not going to run here.
Hey!
It's a tough call there for Duran. 304 average, a 911 OPS, 27 home runs. Duran has been absolutely everything that we could have asked him to be. 0-1 count. Circle change action. Next 0-2, we're going to send Cole Young this time. Check at the plate with Duran. It'll be a pop-up, and I might actually end up getting Cole Young out at first. Try to protect. No reason to do so. Now we're going to send him on the first pitch this time. Julio at the plate. Runner's off. Good jump. And he's still going to get thrown out at second base. Let the pitch go right down the middle there, too. 0-1 count. Man, I am ready for the postseason to get back into playing more full games. so I can get my timing down. I think that's why it's actually probably crucial for me to win the division and be a top 2 team. So I can get a bye week and give myself a bye round. Really good start there from Kirby. That's absolutely 0 offense. Did at least get a hit there, but yeah, my timing is just not playing this game very consistently here over the past couple of months, especially since we missed the postseason in year 4. Let's simulate that one. End up losing that game, so we lost 2 games to start off the run here. And we get swept by Chicago. Here in game 2, Duran goes deep, Jones goes deep. Pick up 13 hits and 5 walks, but we only score 4 runs, while Adolo, Spire, and Gratterall all get hit around a little bit in that one. This one was relatively close at one point in time. Cal Raleigh hits a 2-run homer. Looks like our bullpen kind of imploded there. Gratterall again. What a bust of a signing that has been. And Spire certainly struggling here as well. Yeah, this has been tough. Snyder's still been good. Like the back trio has been good, and Troy Taylor has been solid, and that has pretty much been it with this bullpen. I think whenever we get to September, I think I'm gonna move up some of these young pitchers out of the bullpen. To be honest with you, or out of the starting rotation down in the minor leagues, and move some of these guys up. Try to figure something out. Probably Matos right now kind of seems to be the most likely. Really good pitching clutch. All of his numbers are in a really, really good spot. I think to be a good, solid bullpen guy for us. And he may end up really making a play. And we go from being 2 games up in the division to now being down a half game, as we've lost 4 in a row. The Rangers have won 3 in a row. And now we get a series with them. Might pitch, golly, 5 games in a row as the offense has just flatlined. 12 base runners, 1 run. Brian Wu was not great. Gratterall has given up runs now 3 straight appearances. I feel like we almost need to jump into a game to stop this slide. Holy cow. We did not win a game that entire week. Bryce Miller was rock solid. The bullpen wasn't bad. This offense is just... hasn't scored more than 4 runs since this previous Sunday. The pitching has been fine. Could have easily won, 3 of those games there during that stretch. We're in danger of being swept here by the Rangers. Do get an opportunity here. Yusei Tai on the mound. Got to try to make this work. Got to try to make this work. Hopefully we can do so.
Now batting, third baseman.
Let's see. Yusei Tai I kind of have mixed success with. Sometimes we come in with him and it really feels like we can do some damage and have success. Other times it's not seeing that it does quite as much. Good pitching there. Low in the zone, low in the zone, low in the zone. Oh, I didn't. It's a big strikeout there. Huge moment there. Yusei Tai. Trying to simulate, see if we get another opportunity here. Actually get an opportunity here with Harry Ford as Ty France. It's a home run to tie us up. Top of the 10th. We are desperately trying to avoid a sweep here at the hands of the Rangers. Come on. Big moment here, Harry Ford.
Ball.
Oh. Nothing there. Joe Jimenez throws hard. Been really good so far this year, too. Come on, Ford. Ford tried to turn on this one. A little bit out in front of it, though. Okay. First out of the inning there. Oh, Young got a hit with him the last time we swung the bat with him. Runner's on. Oh, come on. A slide piece. Got to hit that one. A little early on it, though. Golly, that was going to drive there. 0-1. 0-2. And a looking slider there again. Way out in front.
He's hit.
There we go. 0-2 count, and Jimenez is going to load up the bases. Nolan Jones, not a ton of speed here, so certainly can double him up. This is a massive moment here to blow this game open. Nolan Jones get it done. Now it's going to be a fly ball. Should score the runner there from third at least. Going to send him 56 speed. Adrian Ramirez is going to score. Could have stood up with it, but it's a 3-2. We need Newbar to get a hit. Need a tackle on another run here. Badly. Golly. Timed it up well. Couldn't get the bat to it, though. All right, so up 3-2 heading into the bottom of the 10th, trying to avoid a sweep. With Griffin Jackson, he's going to be facing Seager, Young, and Contreras. What a middle of this lineup. Goodness gracious.
Hee-haw!
Got an extremely friendly call there. Wow. And that tying run is that second. And the swing ahead of the circle change there.
0-2.
Not really where you want that pitch to go. Come on, Griffin. There we go. Got the chase. Gotta throw him out. There we go. One down in the inning. It's a little bit easier from here, but not a ton.
One ball, no strikes.
There we go. Good pitch. Golly, that circle change in a really dangerous spot. I think I'm going to challenge fastball. Go back to the sweeper after this. That ball is drilled, but Julio should get to it and is going to, and the runner is still going to hang out at second. That's where having a really good defensive outfield certainly helps. That ball was smoked. William Contreras now. There we go. Challenge fastball. Griffin Jacks up to 100. Curveball in the dirt.
One ball, two
Not
strikes.
chase. Now the runner is going to get to third from a wild pitch. Go sweeper. No chase. Gets passed forward. Thankfully, they don't try to score there. Oh, couldn't get the fastball by him. Contreras, lazy fly ball out to Duran. Mariners get a win there in extra innings, avoid the sweep, and finally win for the first time in over a week. It's good to be able to find some success every now and then. Julio goes deep in the game. His 27th home run. I mean, he's really had a good year. We've had to move him down the lineup a little bit, but he's been really rock solid again. One of the 10 best players in the American League. George Kirby. Looks like he's really getting going here on the back half of the season. And it's great to have him kind of be our stopper there with that, kind of helping out an offense that really struggled yet again. Should be a good series set up here against the Royals, but of course could have said the same thing here about the White Sox. Puts us a game and a half back in the division. Still 10 games up, though, in the wild card. Again, I don't really know if we're going to push much past this season. Right now, my gut feeling is that this is it. I'm not really worried about contract extension. None of these guys are really anybody I want to offer that contract extension to anyway. Guy like Griffin Jags is starting to regress, et cetera, et cetera. Really having fun with the series, though. Let's see. Nick Lodolo on the mound. Let's hop in here. Might just make this a little bit of a longer episode. Have to see. I really feel like playing a little bit of the show, for sure. It's not consistently been able to. My heavy focus has been, the Purdue Dynasty. Still really like playing this game whenever I kind of get into the groove of it. Freddie Furman. Ooh. Tough watch there. There we go. Big strikeout there from the Dolo. To hang on through 7. Man, he has had a really, really strong season as well, I feel like. Melendez does give the Royals a lead. Austin Shenton's had a great year off the bench. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out.
The first baseman.
Yeah, look at that. 820 off the bench for Shenton. Hit a big homer or two with him in the series as well.
Hey!
Threw the fastball by me.
By me.
We're really excited for the playoffs.
Nope.
Get out of there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
It's a good chance to get more into the groove of these games. I like the pace that we typically set as far as the amount of episodes to get through a season and shit. And hits that one. Should move the runner, and he misses it out in center field. Runner's going to race home. I don't know if they're going to count that as a double. Probably should be a double. That ball was smoked. 4th double on the season for him. Scores a run, and Austin Shenton has a really big moment here. Ties the game up. Now the Royals are going to bring in Lucas Ursich. Let's see. I think we could probably get away with just put Ramirez in. Actually, put Bliss in. They'll bounce him. They'll bounce on the first baseman there, I'm sure, if they need to. So Brandon Lau, we have had a big moment with him. Has had a disappointing season here in Seattle. That would have been a nice one. Would love to have that one back. Come on. That ball is smoked. That ball might be gone. It is not. Wow. Wow, just missed that one. Got 2 really good pitches there to mash. Couldn't quite get that one out. Now the inning with the lead runner at 3rd is going to land with Cole Young. Yeah, Lau got 2 pitches to crush and hit out of the ballpark there. Just didn't do it, so Ursich has come in and thrown 2 meatballs. He threw another one there. Cole Young does not get near enough contact on that. Those are 3 horrific pitches that could have easily been hit for home runs, but we do get Shenton with the double there to tie the game up. Now, bottom of the 9th, game tied. Nolan Jones over at first. Jaron Duran at the plate.
The left fielder, Jaron Duran.
Come on. Zerpa on the mound. Throws hard. Slider combos. Always one we're weak to. Trying to hit that one softly up the middle. Not going to get anybody out there. It's going to be an incredibly weak base hit. Nolan Jones. Yeah, I think he's in there. Now it's Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, on a bit of a downward spiral with his batting average. Still has hit 31 home runs, though. All right, let's not get too juiced up here.
1-1.
1-1. It's these games, like against, in these moments against teams like the Royals, that I really struggled with when I was, came into these moments in season 4.
Ball, that's out.
Just could not get clutch hits, could not get clutch outs with the bullpen. I feel like we've been better, at least on the mound, when we've hopped into games this season. And the team's just been better in simulation this year as well.
Ball.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Kobe Mayo on deck. These are the moments we crushed early in this series.
Ball 4, take the game.
The 5-pitch walk. Shortstop has thrown the 4 straight out of the zone. Kobe Mayo has got the average up to 259. The power numbers are down this year. Still putting together a solid season. They can find the zone here.
Yeah!
He does. Certainly kind of wish I had that one back. Come on.
Hey!
Then I swing at that. Would have been so good.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I don't know why I do that. I don't know. It's just kind of where I am playing.
Ball.
The way my camera angle is, I don't know. Like, I always get jumpy at anything super high that's not even close to the zone. Gonna foul that one off. A really good sinker. Bases are juiced here. 1-2 count. I'd rather him strike out than a double play. There we go! Kobe Mayo! A grand salami here. Walk off yak from the young Thundercat. His 14th home run of the season. Have yourself a moment, Kobe Young. Let's go. It's been a minute since we've had one of these moments in the series. Really glad we got to have one there. As Kobe Mayo hits a no-doubt home run into the night. Let's go. Can I get like a decent thumbnail? It has been a minute since I've really tried to get a thumbnail in here. I think this would be kind of cool though, for sure. Could do like that. Let's see. Well, I can't. So do that and then zoom in. Let's see. I don't like the way they do this on here, man. Yeah, there's no other way to really like move these cameras or anything. Just not a good enough thumbnail spot. Zoom in, like I'd like to move down like we do in the maybe we can figure this out. Maybe it's just worse when you're like actually on a player. Yeah, see, I can actually work out with that. Look at that. Thumbnails are just hard to get on this game. And there's no doubt we should use Kobe Mayo now as our little thumbnail of the game. Really cool moment. Smoke that one. Back-to-back wins now. 3 straight victories. 5-0 here. Shenton and Ramirez go deep. Javier, another phenomenal start. Actually meant to look here. Kobe Mayo with the grand slam, Shenton with the other RBIs. We knocked in all the runs. Lodolo was good. You say Todd gives up a run. End up winning it, though. Can we get this sweep? Let's simulate that one. Okay. Lose this one 3-2. Offense struggles. Michael Garcia hits a home run for them. Ramirez hits one for us. Get a couple guys with stolen bases. Good start from Wu. Bullpen, for the most part, had a pretty solid day. Not quite enough offense here. Offense is struggling a little bit right here. We're heading to this series with Houston. We're a half game back. Still, obviously, 10 games up there. I want to win this division, though. I do not want to get into a spell where I have a bad couple of days at the plate. And then we're all of a sudden, out of the playoffs. Raleigh hits another 2-run homer. Bryce Miller struggles. Ooh. Let's do this. What do we think here? I think Matos, adding him to the bullpen, I think makes a ton of sense. It's a really good pitch clutch. I think all of that, is the play. Or we go just Jason Giordano, another righty, better velocity, but he's got good pitching clutch and good hits, but the K and walk per 9 is certainly a little dangerous to be playing with there. I think Matos is the best one across the board, a 21-year-old. Not overpowering. I don't think there's really anybody else that stands out for me to do this. But you're going to go Henderson. 20 years old. Walk per 9 is a little worrisome. I think if we're just trying to add bodies here, because like Diaz, I think, not Diaz, Matos. I think Matos at 21 is probably ready to be in the bullpen. Let's say we do push it past this season. I think Matos does make a lot of sense here. Go ahead and add him to the 40-man. We've got our newest player up at the major leagues, Eddie Matos. Been dominant down in the minor leagues. Where is he at as a prospect for us? Farley is considered our best prospect, which is unsurprising. Sid Billings, Eddie Matos. Top 30 prospect in all of baseball, kind of right around a lot of these other guys that we do have. I mean, he's at least 50 everywhere across the board. Really good pitch clutch. Pretty good everywhere. I think having him in the bullpen makes a lot of sense. Now, if we want somebody else, we have always really loved Marlowe. He's having a really strong season down in the minors. Was really good last year. He just makes too much sense to have up. Join us on the bench. September time, 77 and 59. Jax gets the save there. Win that game 5-4. Does Matos make his debut? He does, and throws 2 scoreless innings there. Outstanding. Julio and Nolan Jones go deep. 10 hits in total for the offense. Really, really strong production at the top of the lineup. Love to see it. Jackson on the mound here again. We're going to simulate it again. He gets the job done back-to-back days. This one a 2-1 win. Duran, Julio, Jones, and Lau all get doubles. Mayo and Lau with RBIs. Duran gets caught stealing twice. Another outstanding start from Nick Lodolo, and the bullpen really does its job there. Win that series against Houston puts us back in first here in the division. Okay. Jaron Duran already 2 home runs. Simulate it. End up winning that game 5-2. Does he go for 3? He does not, but Lau does join him. But really nice day there for Duran. Of course, Javier, another outstanding start. Gratterall continues his struggles. Simulated. Lose that game 5-4. So the win streak is over at 3. Bliss and Duran go deep. So really nice 2-game set there, a couple of games set there for Duran. I think Wu was really good. Snyder, not necessarily great there. And then Gratterall, of course, is just awful. Just terrible. Not enough offense. Struck out 17 times. Might be the most we've struck out in the game all year. Bryce Miller not having his best start. It's a big moment for him. Let's hop in here. See if we can get out of this jam that he is in.
Left fielder, number 25.
It's Anthony Santander. What has Santander done in this series? Still an 82 overall. Power is still sky high. Doesn't look like he's had much regression or progression. He's been really, really good in this series. Kind of really quietly has been rock solid. Having a down year from an average perspective and on base, that kind of drags everything else down along with it. But still at 29 home runs. Big moment here for Bryce Miller. There's not a single pitcher I've had more success with in this series than Bryce Miller.
Nope.
Outstanding. I love the mix. Splitter sinker combo against lefties has been disgusting pretty much this whole series. Maybe not a splitter in that spot as Santander goes deep to opposite field. 393 feet. That is his 30th home run of the season. Splitter just ends up right down the middle. Jose Tena? Over to Bliss. Off the hop.
He's good.
And not get the runner out at first. And when things seem like they're imploding, after the big home run, something like that, just all of a sudden this inning really can start to spiral.
Ball one.
Now Miller.
Counts 1-0.
A Cy Young race, you don't want these big blow-up innings. We have come in and given up a 3-run homer and back-to-back singles. I think should probably be it here for Miller. This innings just kind of gotten away with him, and I think it's an opportunity for us to pitch with Eddie Matos. Comes in for just his third career appearance, or in a third innings. Not giving up a run yet here at the major league level. Does not throw overly hard. Good job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. Bliss. There we go. Matos comes in, gets the job done there. Bad inning from Miller, unfortunately. Back to simulating. Not going to get another opportunity. PCA and the Cubs get the job done there. Not a lot of offense. Miller's one inning spiral there. I don't know that anybody can catch Skubal here anyway in this Cy Young race unless he really starts to fall apart. Javier seems to be the Mariners pitcher that's a little bit hotter right now. Yeah, lose that series to the Cubs. Still a half game up, which is good. The Rangers are struggling. Let's see. We're actually done playing against the Rangers here as well. End up winning that game 3-2. Newt Bar goes deep. Kirby, a really good start. Useta and Jax do their job. Get 3 stolen bases between Julio and Ramirez. You know what? We'll hop in here again. Playing a lot. I've thoroughly enjoyed this series and hope y'all have as well. I posed a question, I think, at the end of the last episode. You know, kind of debating another franchise. MLB The Show 26, if you would like to see that. Let me know. Even thought about doing like a road to the show, doing something a little bit different. Something we can just kind of pick up and play and move through. Don't know if I'd be a position player or pitcher. There we go, a little base rip to start it off. Already kind of have a team in mind if I did do a franchise this year. So we'll have to see, I guess, when that time comes. I know I'm going to get caught up in the hype train, and I probably will, but I think we did a really nice job moving through this Mariners. Golly, out in front of that with Mayo. That's actually going to fall for a base hit, though. Thought it was going to be a fly ball, and all of a sudden I saw Raleigh was really getting out towards second base. We get back-to-back base hits here. Really good opportunity now to at least get the tying run. Let's ignore it. Bring the allow at the plate, little lefty here. Okay. This franchise has been great for my channel as well. That ball is absolutely crushed. We're running everybody. Let's go. That's a 3-run yak. What an inning. This is the kind of day I need to just go ahead and play postseason games. I feel like we've done really, really nice here at the plate in this episode. Brandon Lau with a 3-run yak.
Now pitching for the Athletics.
Adrian Morejon, former Mariner. Come on.
Adrian Morejon.
I always loved pitching with him.
Ha!
A high fastball is my
No
greatest
ball.
weakness.
1 strike.
But yeah, it's been great for my channel. My most viewed video ever is actually the first episode of this series.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Done a lot of good. The views are certainly down now, which is kind of
Hard.
is what it is. Terrible at bat over the new ball. But yeah, obviously these games are going to be hot when they first come out, and then once kind of the season is over, there's not really a whole lot else. At the time of this report, I'm like 10 episodes ahead in Purdue Dynasty. I've had a really nice time playing that series. I just wonder how, by the time the national championship and everything is over in real life, do those views kind of trickle their way down as well. I'm having such a good time with it, though. That one's got no end in sight to hit right now. But you're kind of getting close, like by the time, if we make a deep postseason run here with the Mariners, I think you're going to end up being probably the end of January, getting through year 5. Not even farther than that. You pretty quickly get right into, the next baseball game. That's a little flare. It's going to be a base hit. There from Cole Young. Yeah. Obviously, I will have this season. I guess at this point, this is the final season because I'm going to run out of time. Unless we just simulated an entire regular season. Didn't play anything. I don't know that I could get
1 strike.
another season in at this. Certainly not at the rate that I'm doing it right now. So big moments here for sure at any given time. Yeah, really enjoyed this series though. I think Seattle's been a good team. Been fun.
No.
Nice to. We should have been struck out there. But nice to have a team that was already kind of in a good spot. Like if I did another baseball series, it's probably going to be a team that's in a really good spot.
Ball.
I've gotten away with two pitches there. Send Cole Young.
Runner, runner, runner!
Hee-haw!
Yep. He deserved that strikeout. But yeah, we'll see. Griffin Jacks give up a home run there to Song Kim, it looks like.
Ball. 1-0. Hey.
But yeah, the series has been great for my channel. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
2-1.
Had some great moments throughout this series. I guess my biggest thing is I think MLB The Show plays extremely well on the field. I just still would like a little bit more like randomness into like the position players in the draft is kind of always my biggest thing. Randomness and player progression. Like I literally would almost rather it be, again, like a college football 26 where you don't progress, during the season. And then you have, you either get better or get worse, in the off season. Like have it be like a spot in the, in the off season that kind of does that, and then you see who grows, who gets worse, etc., etc. I don't know. Have some people with random explosions. if I do another series, I'm
Ball.
gonna invest some different ideas
One
into
ball, no strike.
the off season, which are kind of along those lines that I'm thinking of.
One ball, one
You
strike.
know, maybe it's picking, you know, based on a
2-1.
randomizer, you know, a random wheel spin, which you guys will probably just have to trust me on. You know, picking random prospects or random players to just take monumental leaps forward in the off season, come up with great years the next year, that kind of thing. Maybe I think that would spice it up a lot. We get Anthony out, we get the win here with Jackson, we get the job done. But yeah, big 3-run homer there from Brandon Lau. We get the job done. Looks like our pitching was really good in this game. Look, Lodolo is on fire. Eddie Matos has come in, finally gave up his first run, but been really good. Really good. Cal Raleigh gets his first triple of the day in a 3-hit effort. Nice. And we complete the sweep with a 10-5 win here. Mayo, Lau both go deep. A lot of doubles, a lot of guys with RBIs. Christian Javier, not his best start. Gratterall with a terrible outing, but scored plenty of runs offensively to get the job done there. Still a half game up in the division. We're 21 days from the postseason. 8-1 win there over the Yankees. We won 4 games in a row. Aaron Judge, of course, knocks in a run. Pick up 13 hits, no homers, but Nolan Jones looks like he had a pretty good day. Lau with a couple of RBIs. Wu with a great start. A lot of offense, a lot of walks, everybody got at least a hit. Almost everybody drew a walk there as well. And the winning streak ends here again as we get shut out. Castro, Judge, and Bellinger go deep. Just a horrific day for the offense. Bryce Miller probably not going to win the Cy Young. Some of these struggles at the back end. End up winning that game 5-3, so we take 2 out of 3 from the Yankees. Raleigh with a 3-run homer. He's up to like 33, 34 home runs. Ramirez with 2 stolen bases. Kirby, another pretty solid start. Really nice job out of the bullpen. Now we're up 2 in the division. Lose that one. Okay. Nolan Jones goes deep. Lodolo gets hit around, and the bullpen was not really any better there. Okay. Now lost back-to-back games. Already lost this series. Raleigh and Cole Young go deep. Pick up 10 hits, 4 walks. Just score 4 runs, though. Javier gets absolutely shellacked. That'll put him all the way out of the Cy Young race, I am guessing there. Chris Javier still second. Wins, I know, play a really big part of this award, but I think this is going to be Schoolball's to lose here. We do avoid the sweep with a 5-3 win. Home run from Adrian Ramirez. Duran has got his average up to 310. He may end up winning the batting title. Wu with a great start. Spire gave a couple of runs, but everybody else in the bullpen were pretty solid. Who is our batting average leader? Duran is not going to win that. Pretty much unless Rooker does not get a hit the rest of the season. What a season for him. This is one of the things I hate. Brent Rooker is having he's going to win MVP, which is going to be his first MVP of the series, but it's going to be his 4th Silver Slugger. It's an all-star. He's hit 48 home runs. Why is he having regression in his power stats? He's having the best season of his career. He might be the best hitter in baseball. He's produced 7.4 WAR, and he is regressing just because he's 34. That's the kind of thing that bothers me. We are struggling right now. Mayo and Ramirez go deep. Bryce Miller. My 2 Cy Young guys have each thrown for a combined 3 innings and given up 14 earned runs. I guess I should see what the offense did. I guess we kind of did. 4-hit day for Mayo. That'll help. We lose again, 7-2 here. Cole Young goes deep. Not a good pitching outing, just no offense along with that. Still a game up. Okay, so we have already clinched a playoff berth. So have the Rangers for what it's worth. Okay. Simulate it. End up losing that game 6-5. So we get swept by the Yankees. Got 3 hits from Cole Young, 2 from Duran, Jones, and Ramirez. A lot of guys got in there with the RBIs. Ramirez goes deep. Nootbaar goes deep. Lodolo with a plenty good start, trying to hold this rotation together with some of the other stars here struggling. But the bullpen was not phenomenal. I guess it's just 4 earned runs, just not scoring a lot. Christian Javier in a really, really bad spot here. Win the game 5-2, so he gets out of it. No homers, but 2 RBIs for Raleigh and Lau. Another one for Mayo. Mayo's kind of on a heater right now. 2 hits from Raleigh, 3 hits from Mayo, and then 2 from Young and Marlowe. Christian Javier, really nice bounce back effort from him. In that game 6-3. Couple guys with stolen bases. Brian Will, pretty good start. Excellent job out of the bullpen in general. 3-hit day for Nootbaar. Trio of guys with 2 hits. Really nice day from Nootbaar. Had a really nice finish to the season here. 3 games up. We're really close to winning this division now. Win that game 2-1. Let's do the box score. So Bliss goes deep, just 6 hits in total. Julio with a double, Rivas with an RBI, Shinton with a stolen base, Bryce Miller, outstanding starts. A really nice bounce back starts for him and Javier after they struggled there. 4 games up. I think we've got this Division 1. The Rangers have faltered down the stretch because we have not been great, but they have not been good in September at all. And we are heavily trending now into having the second best record, getting that bye through the first round. Okay, lose 8-4 there. We are just going to go ahead and finish this off. Lee, Angels hit a ton of home runs there. Lau looks like he hits a grand slam. Kirby with a really bad start. End up winning the game 2-0. Nick Lodolo throws a complete game shutout, 1 hit, 1 walk, just 5 strikeouts. 9 hits, 3 walks. We only scored 2 runs. Enough to get the job done there, though. Come on. Might be an opportunity to clinch it. Spy versus Ozzy. All of these, I do not want to do this. Do not want to do this. See what we got.
The batter number 1.
Could be the division clincher here. Nice shot there. Get ahead 0-2 quickly. Down in the dirt. No runners advance. 98 speed at second. Who was there? I did not pay that any attention. Mateo. Is that Jorge Mateo? Yeah, Jorge Mateo. I did not realize he was fast slide. Goodness gracious. Come on, guys. Back to back there in the dirt. 2-2. That ball is absolutely smoked. That runner is going to score from first. We're actually going to be down now. I knew hopping in against Albies, I knew that was not what we wanted to do. All right. At least get out of the inning, give our offense a chance. Do not want to be missing circle changes up in the zone like that. There we go. Nice work. That ball is laced. 12-10 lead. I will say I certainly hit and pitch better, I think, when I'm actually playing full games. Some of my most recent opening days may tell you otherwise, but I think if like getting to a real rhythm of playing multiple games at a time, I think is really good. This has been an inning for Spire. We are just absolutely nuking his stats here in one inning. Yeah, this imploded on us for sure.
Number 60. Holland.
Go. Come on. Get through the inning. Just get through the inning.
That's a ball.
That is a fantastic
1 ball,
pitch.
2 strikes.
Fastball, inner third. Ends up a little bit over the middle. Cole Young, though. Can make the play. Shortstop to shortstop, but our run inning there is certainly not great. I doubt we even get an opportunity to swing. We actually get one here. Just because Duran needs a triple. Let's see if we can get a triple. 2 outs in the ninth. If we get one in the gap, we're going 3 regardless. That ball is smoked. That's in the gap. That's in the gap. Duran, we're going for it. Gonna slide in. He's going to get thrown out at third. We tried to go for the cycle in that moment. Ain't mad at it. Ozzy Albies. That game got really out of hand real quickly. Really bad outing there for Spire. Home runs from Julio is up to 29. Would love to see him get to 30. Nolan Jones, Lau, Duran. What a year Duran has given for us. Bullpen was absolutely horrendous. Look at Gratterall, Snyder, Matos, and Spire. Look at the 13 runs in 4 outs. Good Lord, man. Scored 9 runs in the 8th inning. Wow. We have not clinched yet. Into 2. We'll simulate it. Big day there for Kobe Mayo. Yeah, Mayo was, I guess he was looking for the cycle there with a triple. Julio with a double and a home run. Duran with a double. Mayo with a home run, a double, and a single. Lau and Nolan Jones go deep. A couple of really big. Kobe Mayo also had a stolen base, so that is a fantasy. What a day for him! A fantasy day. Ryan Wu with another great start, man. He's been so good. Have we clinched it? We have clinched. We are your American League West champions here, and we have certainly clinched the the first round bye. The Tigers look like the best team in baseball. The Mets with 102 wins, certainly right in that vernacular, but would love another series against the Tigers. Win that game 8-4. Julio is going to get to 30 home runs. Lau, Harry Ford, Cole Young. Really solid last start there, and error kind of cost him some runs there, but a really nice job out of the bullpen. Going to get to 92 wins. Just hop out, doesn't matter. End up winning the last game of the regular season 8-7 as Mayo and Ramirez go deep. Mayo had a really strong finish to the season. Really, really good. Got the average all the way up to 270. Looks like Raleigh had a really nice overall day offensively, obviously. But a lot of guys ended up putting up really good stats here. Kirby struggles in his last start. His ERA has suddenly ballooned to a 4.29 to finish up the season. He was not, like, spectacular last year. Or no, he was great last year. Yeah, 5.27 ERA here over his last 7 starts, but 13 runs and 7 home runs given up over his last 5 innings. That's after a 4 2/3, 5 runs given up the game before. Yeah, his last 4 starts were horrendous. And it really ballooned up his stats, and this is his worst season of his career from an ERA perspective. Let's see what the FIP kind of says. FIP is kind of right in line. So Kirby did not have a great year, but we made it to the postseason. Obviously, don't know who we're playing, so let's kind of let's just go over the stats. We've obviously got some awards or something we're looking at. Let's see. Jarren Duran, what a season. Progress, might be the best year of his career. Hits 32 home runs, which is a career high. 86 RBI is a career high. 39 walks is on the low side even for him. Stolen bases, 23, kind of right in line with what he's been doing. So he is outstanding. The second highest batting average of his career. Solid on base percentage, obviously the highest slugging of his career. 907 OPS is a career best. What a signing he was for us. Really good stolen base guy. Really good defensively. Posted 6.7 WAR. Outstanding season there for Duran. Julio, 96 overall, 28-year-old, the face of the franchise. 3rd straight season with 30 home runs, the 4th one he has put up here in the series. Moved him down the lineup, and it really paid off dividends. He is finishing the season extremely strong. 102 RBIs, career high. No, one shy of a career high. Walks right in line. The strikeouts are down here over the past couple of years. Just 18 stolen bases. It does not get another 2020 season here. But his 266 at 324 on base percentage is actually a little bit down from what he did last year. The slugging is a little bit down. So he's not quite as good a hitter. Not quite as good an offensive player as he was last year. Another great season. Really good fielding percentage. 5.6 WAR. Gives him 3 straight seasons above 5. Has really become an extremely consistent player for us. Yeah, that's an all-star caliber guy. Nolan Jones, signed him this offseason to kind of be our DH. We actually signed him to be our left fielder, and then we ended up going to signing Duran. Nolan Jones kind of coming in, trying to be our, essentially a DH, replacing, golly, now his name is, wow. Who's the guy that we've had at DH past couple of years? Oh, this is terrible. I am drawing the biggest blank. What is his name? I know what I can do. How do you do the player search? What is his name? This is the reaction that you get because I do everything live. Jesse Winker. Nolan Jones was like our Jesse Winker replacement. A guy with good discipline. Maybe strikes out a little bit much. Maybe doesn't have quite the average capabilities and stuff. Nolan Jones comes in, 19 home runs, rock solid. Played in all 162 games as our DH. 354 on base percentage. Like that is exactly what I'm looking for as a guy in that top third of our lineup. 77.6 OPS. So, it's not a great offensive year. Did not play at all in the outfield. Only ends up being a 1.84 season because of that. But I am perfectly happy with what we got out of Nolan Jones. If we decide to push this to another year, $16 million to me is really fine for what we're getting out of him offensively. Cal Raleigh, nice for him to have back-to-back good seasons. That has not been the trend for him. 34 home runs. The average in a good enough spot for him. The on-base percentage in a great spot for him. Nothing is going to quite, I think, get to that 2026 level. That is honestly an 881 OPS for him at catcher with 35 yaks, a 357 on-base percentage. I mean, that is an MVP caliber guy. I said that repeatedly that season. But an 809 OPS, a little bit worse than he was offensively last year, but I'm really, really happy with how things turned out for him. Just less doubles, really and truly. Continues to be, a great defender, just 3 errors on the season. His 3rd year in the series above 5 WAR. Raleigh is a machine, a monster for us. Kobe Mayo, a bit of a disappointment for a lot of this year, but finished this season extremely strong throughout the month of September. He had a great episode. Hit 10 home runs in this episode, and we, including the one that we hit with him. That'll be our thumbnail guy, but 23 home runs, 61 RBIs is obviously a little bit lower than you would like it to be, but there's a lot of factors that can go into that. Walks really right in line. The strikeouts kind of right in line. 11 stolen bases, so getting to double digits there. 271 average, 340 on base. The slugging, like everything is down from last year, but he does end up posting an 800 OPS season, 3.3 WAR. He's hit that number now 3 straight years. Been a worthwhile trade for us. Brandon Lau, this guy was a disappointment this year, but finished strong enough. 4 home runs over the last 10 days to get himself 220 home runs. But this is certainly the end of his time here in Seattle. At least whenever this postseason is over, this is the last year of the franchise anyway. But 230 average, 317 on base percentage, just a 381 slugging. He was not good this year. Still managed to get to 1.6 WAR because he's a pretty solid defender. He's at least okay, from that vernacular. But not a great year for Lau at all. Certainly has seen heavy regression. Lars Nootbaar did not have a good year, but rebounded pretty well, finished the season strong. He was really good in this episode, raised his average like 20 or 30 points over the last 2 months of the season. Did a really nice job being rock solid. 21 doubles, 13 home runs, 52 RBIs. So everything is certainly a step down from what it was last year. A sub 700 OPS from your right fielder is certainly not great. Did manage to not be a negative WAR player. So not the year we're looking for, but I think he'll be plenty fine for us in the postseason. Adrian Ramirez, of course, is our phenom draft pick guy. 86 overall at 21 years old. 750 OPS. So the best of his career. I mean, having already, played this many games at his age is certainly a great start to what I'm sure is going to be a rock-solid career. Good growth all the way throughout. But, getting to 2020 from doubles and home runs. Also had 20 stolen bases. He's really valuable on the base paths. While he may have also won a Gold Glove. We'll see. 2.9 WAR for him. Really, really strong campaign here after he struggled as a sophomore. Then Cole Young comes up as a rookie here at 25. Obviously not a great offensive year. It's a 680 OPS. Did not really expect him to be good offensively. 12 home runs, 15 stolen bases. The walks and just strikeout number is not just awful. I'll take a lot of that. He ended up being a 2.6 WAR player despite that, that batting average situation. Harry Ford, his first season up here, 53 games. 3 home runs and 3 triples, 6 doubles, a really good athlete, 2 stolen bases. Look at that walk to strikeout ratio. Like, this is a guy that could have easily been, I think, a starting caliber catcher for us. He might have been worth like a WAR and a half, maybe 2 WAR just in his limited time. That's really, really strong right there. For his first year, an 813 OPS. Did produce 3 errors. He's a half a WAR player, okay? Nothing wrong with that. Montez, obviously he's not really up here. Neither is Arroyo. Canzone. Yeah, golly, they messed all this stuff up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's kind of fix all of this. He's not a... So I don't want him up. Canzone. What am I missing here? Marlowe, we want to add to the playoff roster. Take Montez off. And then, okay. Canzone, we'll remove from the playoff roster. We'll Rivas back on the playoff roster. Give us a little flexibility there. We can send Canzone back off. I don't like that it does that for me. I don't need it to do that. What did it do to my pitching staff? Going to kind of just try to ignore the. Okay, so all of that is okay. Matos comes in 14 games in relief, 18 innings, 3.5 ERA. I'm good with that. Nothing crazy happened here, right? Nope. Okay. So they sent Matos back down. Okay. Go back here. Marlowe off the bench. Didn't really do a whole lot for us late. Rivas did not hit at all. Not at all. Unless we were swinging with it. Really a negative player there. Then we look at Harry Ford. Got to send Arroyo down and bring. All I'm trying to do is show you guys the end of the season stats. Ryan Bliss, we'll go ahead and just look at his stats here. We had some big moments with him. 3 home runs, 605 OPS. Negative player, negative WAR guy. Rotation, Bryce Miller, 2.88 ERA. Sure, he did not win. Ooh, he actually saw regression in his potential and his overall. Okay. Sure. 18-9, almost got to 200 innings for the 3rd time in this series. 2.88 ERA. WHIP was certainly high. 3.9 WAR guy. 3.5 FIP. Okay. Rock solid. George Kirby, seen regression. Obviously, we kind of looked at his stats. 12-12, 188 innings, 4.29 ERA. Definitely the worst season he has had here. Home runs spiked up a little bit here for sure because everything else is kind of right in line with what he's been doing. Nick Lodolo, really, really strong bounce back year here in year 2 with Seattle. 3.06 ERA, a 13-8 win-loss record, 162 strikeouts. Really rock solid season. He has really settled in here over the past 4 years. Christian Javier has at least put himself in the Cy Young conversation. We'll see whether or not he won it. 16-8, a 2.99 ERA, 186 innings, 172 strikeouts. What a rotation, man. Brian Wu, outstanding as well. 12-10, a 3.29 ERA. Had the one blip there in 27. Otherwise, he has been outstanding. At least 182 innings. And then 4 of the 5 years has remained remarkably healthy. Seeing regression because that's just kind of what happens. The bullpen, Troy Taylor was really good. Hancock ended up finishing this season really strong because his ERA was hovering around that 4.5 mark for the majority, 4.5 to 5 for the majority of it. Finished was really good in the second half. Really happy with that. Gratterall was an absolute bust of a signing. He was dreadful. Lost his closing role about halfway through it. 6.26 ERA. That's back-to-back. It's really 3 straight seasons, regular season, where our closer has not been very good, which is really unfortunate. Jimmy Joyce. Okay, so that's somebody that moved up. Snyder was not good. Yusei Ta was really good. And then Griffin Jacks was really good. Ended up taking over that closer role, gets to 20 saves. Yusei Ta, again, was great. Back into the bullpen. Snyder ended up kind of struggling, I guess, over the last little bit. Yeah. So Jimmy Joyce, who is? Oh, Colin Selby is down. Doesn't really matter for that last spot, to be honest with you. What am I missing here? Jimmy Joyce. That's fine. Doesn't really matter there in that standpoint. But let's see. League leaders. We have nobody that won an award. So Jarren Duran is leading the American League in doubles. Rooker wins your batting title, leads the league in hits. Duran is all over that spot. Julio is also up here with doubles. Triples. Got any like shocker right here at the top. Nolan Jones tied for 9th. Home runs. Cal Raleigh with 34 is 7th in the American League. Duran is finishing 11th. And Julio is there tied for 12th. RBIs. Julio is our leader. Raleigh right behind him, but Brett Rooker just absolutely dominant. Cavallaro leads in runs. Rooker right behind him. What a season from Rooker. He's absolutely won the MVP. Okay. Let's do OPS. Rooker there easily. Duran finishes 6th. Only guy we have in the top 20. Wins. Bryce Miller. Finishes 2nd to Skubal. Skubal was that guy. I'm sure he won the Cy Young. Not going to have anybody there. Skubal. Just kind of quickly going through the league leader things just so we see it. But a lot of good guys. Got 3 of like the top 10 pitchers in the American League here in ERA, which is great. Shutout Skubal and Bryce Miller there tied. Christian Javier 5th in strikeouts. Skubal and Bryce Miller tied for complete games. Skubal easily, with the most innings pitched. Bailey Ober right there behind, in that kind of same vernacular there. Skubal easily does the whip. Miller is 6th. Then Wu, Javier, and Lodolo on the top 10. Skubal is your leading WAR guy by a mile. Javier finishes 4th. Miller 6th. Lodolo 7th. Okay. Then WAR, Devers actually ends up being your highest WAR player. 931 OPS, 36 home runs, 37 doubles, 100 RBIs. Okay. Cool. Rooker probably played 0 in the field. Oh, actually put a lot in the field. Okay. Then we'll just kind of quickly go through the, the National League. Not going to do quite as big a deep dive, obviously, because not going to have any of our guys. Mookie Betts, 41 home runs. Really nice, strong bounce-back season for him. Got hurt in year 1. He's been great the whole time. I don't know why I said bounce-back season. Kyle Tucker right behind him. Michael Busch leads the league in RBIs. Wow. Wow. What a season for him. Okay. Is he a contract year guy by chance? He is. That's funny. That's amazing. 31 years old. First, second, can play third. Solid enough defensively. This is a guy that he would make a lot of money in real life after that season. Mookie Betts and runs. Corner and stolen bases. OPS is Juan Soto. I think he's won the OPS crown like every year in this series, it seems like. Maybe not. I'm sure that did. That may have, and that obviously did do it. Christopher Sanchez leading the way in wins. Tanner Scott in saves. Sanchez in ERA. I'm sure he's the Cy Young winner there. Then Strider leads it in strikeouts. Sanchez in innings pitched. And pitching WAR is Shane McClanahan. I think it's McClanahan. Confuses me. Some words I just can't say. Sean Murphy in batting WAR for the Braves. 29 home runs. 883 OPS. Look at where these numbers were. And then all of a sudden at age 34, Sean Murphy puts up this season and still has regression. Because that's the way this game works. Okay. Look at awards. I guess we didn't win anything. Brent Rooker wins the MVP. It is Kyle Tucker in the National League. Okay, a little bit surprising there. Cy Young is Skubal, which makes sense to Mariners in that situation. Pablo Lopez wins the Cy Young. That should have absolutely been Christopher Sanchez, but I don't get the vote. Rooker and Vlad for the batting title, of course. Reliever of the year, Johan Duran. For Boston, Chris Bubik there. Okay. Alfonso Campos. I like it. Really, really good regression. He came in, had a really good year. 714 OPS. Like everything about this is perfectly fine and rock solid. Would obviously like a little bit more slugging, but 20 doubles, 20 home runs, 3 triples from a 21-year-old first baseman. Like ain't just not a thing in the world wrong with that. Caglione behind him, then Xavier Isaac. Not really a whole lot going on here. There's a 31-year-old wins it in the National League, but. Johnny Davenport, 19-year-old, comes up. Decent enough regression there. Just 50 games. Yeah, 50 games he did all that. 50 games, put up an 893 OPS, 10 home runs, 8 stolen bases, almost as many walks as strikeouts. That's a phenom. Yeah, that's a phenom. Hank Aaron goes to Soto, and then Brent Rooker. Pitcher, Max Fried, Swellenbach for the Gold Gloves. Catcher is Furman, Sean Murphy. Adrian Ramirez wins the Gold Glove at first base. So Rookie of the Year in the Gold Glove to a guy that we drafted number 3 overall in our very first draft. Mountcastle wins it. Then Andres Jimenez, Jake Cronenworth, Trey Limpscomb, and David Fry. Carson Williams. Okay, look at him. That's a really solid campaign. I mean, he won the Gold Glove with a 678 OPS, a 3.8 WAR guy. Let's go. Heck yeah. All right. Anthony Volpe, Jaron Duran wins it in left field. Santander wins it. Just don't have errors. Roman Anthony wins it in center field. Julio finishes third. TJ Friedel wins it in the National League. Okay. And Wilyer Abreu wins it for Boston. And then Corbin Carroll. Okay. Silver Slugger, Torkelson, Shohei Ohtani. No surprises really in either one of those. Torkelson's an 86 overall. He's been really good in this series. Thankfully, he's not on that Tigers team anymore. They have plenty of other studs. Silver Slugger, Logan O'Hoppe edges out Cal Raleigh. Both of them have the same OPS. Hoppe has a higher average, but less home runs, less RBIs. I think Raleigh gets screwed here. That's twice he's been screwed out of the Silver Slugger, for what it's in my opinion. But that's me. Hoppe's been really good in this series, though. They're a really good player. And then it was. So how is Ryan Jeffers winning on this side? Like, okay. Christian Encarnacion. What a year for him at 29 years old. I mean, essentially a bust, right? A bust. Then Pop has a pretty good season. Again, probably another guy that maybe should not have won it, but so it looks like a weak first baseman group. Vlad wins it on the other side. That's a loaded position here in the National League. With the season that Bush had there, kind of mixed in between Harper and Vlad. Harper's still like a high 90s guy. He is definitely hitting the regression stage, again, despite another really strong year. Jonathan India. Luis Rengifo. Look at him. He was really good. He was pretty good in year two. 31 home run season from Rengifo. 874 OPS. What? Wow. Third base is Devers. Completely makes sense. Alec Bohm. Okay. Gunnar Henderson at short. That's like this. Has he won that every year? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, and he's regressing at 27 years old. I mean, across the board regressing. He's almost doing like the Mike Trout thing that Trout used to do for all those years where at 27, 28 years old in his franchises, he would just start dropping off for no reason. Outstanding season from Henderson. Before I do the playoffs, I'm going back and I'm going to do some editing across the sport because that's ridiculous. There's no reason he should be dropping off. Eddie De La Cruz on the other side. Second Silver Slugger of the series. Great campaign. Almost a 30-30. Outfield is going to be, oh, you are kidding me. Jaron Duran and Julio were second and third at one point in time in this episode. Neither one of them are going to be Silver Sluggers. Is Rooker, Acuna, and Arozarena. Two Tigers, a former Mariner here, and Arozarena. He just refuses to quit being really good at hitting baseballs. He was really good. He was fantastic those last 2 years here. Been great for Detroit. What a campaign for him at 34 years old. Ronald Acuna was really good. His first year there in Detroit, they gave him a ginormous contract. I mean, I'm okay with that. Durant, to me, obviously deserves to have won the Silver Slugger, but he didn't. So let's look at the National League side. Kyle Tucker, Tatis, Nimmo. Juan Soto continues to get hated on here in this series. I mean, he's won a bunch of awards and stuff, don't get me wrong, but he should have won more in this series. Kerry Carpenter, another guy that's not playing for Detroit anymore, which is great. Had a great year. Let's see, Tatis. Been remarkably consistent. Had a great year. Best year of his career. I guess you could argue 2021. Yeah, probably 21 over this year, but he's been really good. Okay, and then Nimmo. Kind of a shocker here at 35, with regression, of course. Wins a Silver Slugger. And your playoffs are set. That's all the stats. That's all the awards that we got up to this point. I thought it would be a longer episode, and it is. But we've made our march. It's playoff time. You know what? Let's see who we're playing. The New York Yankees. Okay. I guess I should have went and looked at National League East. The Mets, Reds, the Pirates made the wild card. Giants, Dodgers, and Padres all made it here in the National League. Then it was Yankees and Red Sox, with the Red Sox winning the American League East. The Yankees got in playing 500 ball. That's crazy. Guardians and Tigers. The Mariners and Rangers. We had Cleveland 2-0 Texas. The Yankees 2-0 Boston. We had the Dodgers 2-0 the Padres, and Cincinnati 2-0 the Pirates. So no game threes in that first round. We'll be taking on the Yankees here. Again, they were 81-81 in the regular season. Just take a quick look at them. Fried, Glasnow, Will Warren. There's not a great rotation. Just doing it quick because I'll do a more full peek. So they got an elite closer guy, okay? Wells, Hoskins, Bregman, okay, Oswaldo Cabrera, Willie Castro, Jason Dominguez, Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge. Man, Bellinger's falling off heavy. We'll take a look at their stats and everything, though, in the next episode. But, yeah, obviously a long episode, one of the longer ones we have had in this series here in a while. It's a Friday upload, too. Missed Wednesday. I've been a little lackluster in this series. I'm sorry. Now that we're back in the playoffs, though, makes me a little bit more hyped to play this game. And I'm really excited about it. I guess we kind of figured it out this episode, that this is going to be the last year. This is the last postseason run. Pretty much, not pretty much. Regardless, this is it. This is the last postseason here in this series. See if we can win a third World Series here. And if not, we still won 2. But, yeah, if you enjoy the content, like and subscribe. Check out my Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty on the channel as well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And until next time, peace.